from Abuja.
It's all about the human struggle to raise the level of living. That's what it's all about. I'm Magnus Packle, and this is Magnus Packle GVA. I appreciate you being a part of our show. Surprisingly, there are people who keep on saying that Africa does not get affected by global economic crisis or even normal global economic trends. Typically, analysts who choose to be ignorant of Africa and what it has to offer, or who are simply too lazy to get information about Africa, say this. Please do not allow yourself to be a victim of this notion. That notion is false. Africa is connected to the global economy. However, because macroeconomic management has generally improved across Africa, it has been able to show decent resiliency in recent times when contagion has spread. During the global financial and economic crisis that started in 2008, oil prices plunged from a peak of over $145 per barrel in July of that year to around $35 per barrel in early 2009. This is a decline of well over 300% and was a significant jolt to countries like Nigeria, Angola, Libya, and Gabon, among others. During the same period, natural resource prices crashed, dramatically reducing the fortunes for countries like Namibia that produce copper, for example, as copper prices tumbled from over $9,000 per ton in 2008 to an average of just around $3,400 per ton in the first quarter of 2009. What all of this means is that Africa is well connected to the world in every way and must ensure it is globally competitive and resilient to contagion. One way to do this is to diversify its economy and thereby be able to lift the level of living for its people by engaging more and more of them in the economic development process. Up next, benefiting from the African generational waves abroad. But before that, ever thought about this? Why are rainmakers poor? There is evidence that the rainmaking practice has gone on for thousands of years in Africa. The Madi people of northwestern Uganda are a perfect example of a thriving African tribe in rainmaking, revered all the way among the neighboring eastern Congo tribes. In many parts of Africa, even educated elites on occasion appear to look for rainmakers to stop the rain when they have events in the rainy season. If rainmakers can actually stop the rain, why are they poor? Certainly, I have never seen a rainmaker, but neither have I heard of a rich one. If they can stop the rain, they ought to be rich. It seems that the demand for rainmakers is weak and secret, as people buying their services avoid revealing their identity, fearing the embarrassment that can come from one of two things. One, that they are fetish worshippers, and two, that they are gullible to believe such unproven science. Bottom line, if you ever see a rainmaker, he is likely to be poor. Even so, let our universities see if we can scientifically investigate their technology. Perchance, there has been something there after all. Otherwise, elites that are tepidly patronizing rainmakers may do well to assist them in exploring a more reliable way of making a living. Our hidden economics for you. Africans in the diaspora have a key role to play in the development of the continent. Africa needs them for investments in business and involvement in civil society, health, technological advancement, or as a unique bridge between the people of Africa and the world at large. But this may not be achieved without a forum or platform to encourage and engage these talents abroad. Africans in the West have their potential for Africa mainly in what I have defined as generational waves. What is also interesting is that the third wave, the children of the second wave, are going to be of even more potential than their parents. But if we cannot engage their parents, what hope is there to reach this very important third wave? Consider that among the second and third waves are possible senators, congressmen and women, top business people, and global leaders and champions in all walks of life. Africa cannot afford to not find out more about these waves and how they can be of impact across the land. Recently, I visited with 3 very enterprising young people of African ancestry in Dallas, Texas, all of them in their 20s. It was very revealing how they, on their own, were thirsty for the opportunity to connect more meaningfully with Africa. Sumbola, Karte, and Timothy were pleasant to talk to. Mr. Timothy Musamba is of Kenyan parents and is a graduate of computer science, but also pursues a career in the movies as an actor and producer. Mr. Karte Abote's father is Ghanaian, his mother an African American. He is a graduate of business administration and pursues a career in the financial markets, while also being very successful in music and video productions. Dr. Sumbola Ashimi is of Nigerian parents. She is a neuroscientist and works at the prestigious University of Texas Southwest Medical Health Center in Dallas. Let us meet them.